Attorney, sumambulat po lately ang biglaang maanomaliyang pagsuspende ng Office of the President through the Executive Secretary kay Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin at ibinaba at ipinatupad ng DILG through Secretary Benhur Abalos laban kay Governor Edwin Hubahib ng Davao del Norte. Very questionable and very anomalous ang circumstansya, the way it was relayed by political observers and legal observers as well, sapagkat kung si Pangulong Duterte pa ang mag-describe, it was a very apparent use of authoritarian powers which are not congruent to democratic principles of governance. At itong dahilan kung bakit nagkaroon ng pagbulwak ng malaking galit at sentimento ng mamamayan, hindi lamang sa Davao del Norte at sa Tagum City kahapon, kung hindi pati na sa paligid ng mga munisipalidad, including as far as Caraga region ng mga municipalities, may mga taga Leyte at Visayas na pumunta, and even Davao City and nearby barangays, umabot ng mahigit 60,000 ang peak crowd kagabi, or close to 70,000. How do you observe this kind of, not rare really, but pambihira na natin nakikita ito, attorney, since nagkaroon ng formal restoration of democratic processes and institutions in our government nang bumagsak ang administrasyon ng Marcos Sr. noong 1986. How do you look at this situation now we're facing?
In the legal spectrum, if we try to understand what is preventive suspension, kasi yun yung binigay kay Apo Governor Jubahib, no? Jubahib, oo. Ang preventive suspension is not a form of penalty. It is given by the suspending office in order to preserve the sanctity of the evidence.
Yun ang main purpose.
Yes. For example, so that you will not use your office in order to harass or intimidate any witnesses, for your office not to tamper with the documents, for your office not to malign and frustrate the prosecution of the criminal offense or the administrative offense that you are facing. So basically, it's all about trying to maintain a clear and unbiased investigation. Preventive suspension is a form of it's a way for the government to come up with an unbiased investigation.
Meaning iniimbestigahan pa lang.
Kasi iniimbestigahan pa lang. So habang nag-investigate po ang ating opisina, ay siyempre governor man yan, no? At halimbawa kung nagrereklamo sa kanya isang ordinaryong mamayan, baka ma-intimidate siya, mara siya, sabihin siya na, gawan kita ng hindi masama pag hindi ka... Kaya yun pinapababa sa pwesto ang mga tao na to para magkaroon ng clear and impartial investigation.
And for that matter...
without abuse of the person.
Of the person's influence in authority.
Yes.
And for that matter, ang disciplining authority sa mga gobernador, Office of the President.
Meron siyang supervisory powers.
Okay. Kaya ang naglabas ng suspension, preventive suspension order, Office of the Executive Secretary in behalf of the President. Tama po ba?
Yes, yes, of course. It must be in behalf of the President. Oh.
Okay. Attorney Barlon, ngayon sinabi mo, preventive suspension lang dapat ito.
Yes.
Dahil dapat iniimbestigahan ito.
Yes.
At sabi mo, preservation of evidence, prevention of undue influence that will come from a person of position or power, so that yung nagrereklamo ay mabigyan ng patas na pagkakataon to present ng kanyang reklamo. However, this is a very flimsy reason na ginamit sapagkat ang pinag-uusapan ay ang reklamo ng isang provincial board member that happened in 2022.
Yes.
At ang sinasabi doon, siya daw ay inapi ni Governor Hubahib, kaya oppression and grave abuse of authority. Sa Office of the President ang complaint ni Board Member Amit sapagkat pinabawi ni Governor, mga kababayan, Hubahib, ang sasakyan na naka-issue kay Board Member Amit because hindi niya ginagamit at ang vehicle ay pagmamay-ari ng provincial government. At dahil siya may dalawang sasakyan, nakahimpil lang sa bahay nila, nakapark lang, nakagarahe, minabuti ni Governor na ito'y ipagamit sa isang opisina na mas nangangailangan ng mobility vehicle like Provincial Engineer's Office. So to make the story short, sinulatan siya at diniman sa kanya na i-turn over ang sasakyan. So para sa kanya na insulto siya, nasaktan siya, kaya ang ginawa niya, nitong board member Amit, umakyat sa Office of the President. But that was November 2022. Ngayon, ng mga makaraan ng 10 days, ibinalik niya ang sasakyan na ito. Technically, wala nang issue Kasi kinilala niya ang authority of the governor at ng provincial government over and above sa kanyang pagkokontrol ng sasakyan. Ngayon, wala nang kabali-balita, wala nang nag-proceed na investigation, wala ring notice kay Governor Hubahib na nagpapatuloy pa ito sapagkat na-resolve na nga by technicality na ibalik ang sasakyan, wala namang undue damage on both parties kasi na-settle na. Ngayon, biglang lumabas ang preventive suspension Attorney Busantog at hindi sinabi ang buong political circumstances pala ay may kaugnayan sa pagiging opposition or not within the political graces of a very powerful government leader appointed by the President coming from this region. We're talking about Special Assistant to the President Anton Lagdameo na ang mga kalaban sa politika ni Governor Hubahib ay mga bata-bata niya. So nagagamit ngayon itong posisyon na ito para gamitin itong issue na hindi na umiiral pero pinasuspindi si Governor at ang timing, Attorney Busantog, ay 2 days before the big rally laban sa Charter Change and People's Initiative na sinamahan at pinayagan ni Governor Hubahib. How do you look at the entire picture of weaponizing the preventive suspension power bilang isang order coming from the President in this kind of a political situation involving the Governor in Davao del Norte?
Una, di ba na-discuss natin yung mga grounds for the issuance of a preventive suspension? And we also look at the effects of the preventive suspension. You are suspending a sitting governor that was given mandate by his constituency to serve the province of Davao
Del
Norte. So that will be the consideration kasi ang mandate ng isang government officer, especially yung elected, coming from the people.
From the people.
That's the right of suffrage that is very sacrosanct when it comes to the people. Kasi yun yung ultimate display of democratic principles.
Correct.
To vote a leader that will lead your province. So hindi ka basta magbibigay ng preventive suspension. You look at the circumstances. Now, the circumstances is about a car.
A car.
Sasakyan lang yan. Na after 10 days, kinuha sa kanya, nilagay naman sa ibang office.
Yes.
Kasi pag-ari naman pala ng provincial
government.
office. At tinurned over din pala ni board member.
Upon demand in behalf of the provincial government
Yeah, so
by the
then
governor.
The question there is that a sufficient justification for you to suspend the mandate of the people?
2 years after na.
2 years after. Nagkaroon na ba ng witness intimidation? Wala naman, no? Nagkaroon ba ng falsification or forgery of documents, no? Wala naman kasi tinurn over niya sa sasakyan. May issue ba ng frustration of charges, no? Of the charges, offenses charged against governor? Wala naman kasi nasa office of the president na siya. So by that grounds alone, for me there is a display of power that is not commensurate to the charges that were made.
Ibig sabihin, lumagpas
After 2 years pa.
After 2 years, lumagpas sa dapat itinakda sana ng batas sa aktual na pangangailangang gamitin ang kapangyarihan ng Office of the President, mukhang lumagpas dito.
Tawag dyan, commensurate exchange.
Commensurate exchange.